I can't even fucking believe I'm doing this again. Anyway, hello. Hey guys, I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute. No, I don't know all the time. It's mostly because I record before and then I publish later. So I haven't been on studio or I haven't recorded in a while. Yeah, how you guys doing? I hope you got fitty. You guys are doing great. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. As you can see today I'm solo, which is like what the fuck. I'm gonna get into why I'm solo today, but anyway, quite tuning is clear. What's up with the podcast? 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 What's up? I am here to clarify what's up with the podcast. Okay, anyway, I hope you guys are doing great though. What's up with the podcast? A lot of shit is up with the podcast. I'm not usually vulnerable. I'm not a very emotions person. I'm not a very talking about my emotions. You know, we keep it gangster over here, okay? So I think most of my exes would say the problem was I am closed off. I'm not ready to be vulnerable, which is fucking true, and to be honest, it's not something that I am ready to work with. So if that is a deal breaker, cool, because you know I'm fucked up. I'm a podcaster with a podcast with 100 episodes. This is the episode 100. What do you want? Eka drums, eka gunshots, eka fucking matarumbeta, whatever the fuck. Put them on that because nigga, 100 episodes. That means I'm fucked up, okay? And I'm not very emotionally. You know, let's not talk about feelings. You know, and as a matter of fact, I'm even feeling very anxious about this episode. Nasikia tu Daniel. I'm feeling very yuckish in my trust right now because of the episode that I'm gonna do today. Because I wanna be open, you know. Because I feel like it's very important, especially for as a creator, to connect with your fans also on a personal level. Now, the podcast is always just fun and games, and that was the intention about it. But there's no that real connection about who exactly I am and things like that. So, because you guys are special, and now along with Tom, I decided to do this episode so I can share with you guys about me, and yeah, let's talk about feelings and emotions and shit. So obviously I'm quite uncomfortable. Yeah, so I have my tissues ready in case I'm gonna shed one tear. That's all you guys are getting. We keep it gangster, all you get is one tear. That is come out to Africa to that point. Anyway, so I was having a conversation with my friend. Actually, I was having a conversation with my friend. I was like, oh my god. Actually, side note, there's nothing good as when I see a DM that, oh my god, I recently found you and I love your podcast, I love everything you're doing, oh my god, it's so super fun. Like, big shout out to the Evergreen family, man. If you're new here, welcome to the gang. We are gangsters over here, welcome to the gang, welcome to the squad. Let me be some brown peel. Karibu sana. I'm the queen. I'm the queen of this gangsta ass shit. But yeah, so I was talking to a friend of mine and he was like, you know, I really fuck with your podcast. I don't understand why it hasn't blown up yet. And I'm like, I also don't get the same thing. Why the fuck has it not blown up yet? Right? You may wonder, like, I'm super fun, super cool, whatever. But I think I have an answer to that reason, which also him saying that, he also said the reason he might think is a problem, which is true. And the problem is, okay, let me give an analogy first. Like a mother bird, you have to let your kid flourish, you have to let them go, right? Because keeping it all caged and personal to your space, like, you're the one who's benefiting, but you also want to have bigger dreams about this small thing that you got going on, but if you're keeping it close to your chest, it's not gonna do that, because you're not even letting it be room for it to flourish. So as a mother bird and actually I got like the small bird to let's spread their wings and fly and fucking figure it out, right? And maybe it's my control issues, but I also have attachment issues, you know. I'm a creature of habits. Nimezoea vitu zenye nimezoea. So I'm very attached to the podcast. I'm very, very attached. So let me give a genesis of the podcast. I don't think I've ever shared this story with anyone ever. So I'm gonna share it with you guys because it's special. You know what? A little bit of now put a sana. So the birth of the podcast came about in August of 2020. Yeah, let us think it, 4 years. Well, I had breaks like 1.5 years in different times. So approximately 3 years I've been doing this shit, but it began on August 2020. So 2020 was the worst freaking year possible for me. Oh my god, that year was so bad. As an equal amount of money was in fact 2020, like it was so fucked up. Like, bro, we were all locked up. I was depressed and a motherfucker. Like, it was, my mental health was just nosedive, like it was so bad. You know, and as human beings you try and find like coping mechanism with whatever you're going through. So I tried doing drugs, you know, and alcohol. That was great. It was fun, you know. Unatoka tu na kabag yenye inalia kom makwata tu zimejaa. You know, that was great. But it still couldn't fill the hole that I wanted it to fill. You know, there was this sadness. There was yeah, there's just this sadness that it wasn't feeling right. So I went to another option. I became a whore. What? You know, you fuck around and find out. And I fucked around. What? Man. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I am reminiscing. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was and I'm feeling and Okay, so yeah, 2020, I fucked around quite a bit. You know, never been so depressed. You want someone to fuck the depression out of you. Like, I am so sad. I am sad 24/7. So I just want you to help me feel a little bit better. I just want to feel a little bit better for the whatever amount of time you can make me feel better. That's all I want. And I fucked around quite a bit in 2020, and I found out a lot also in that period of time. I'm not ashamed of it. It wasn't bad. I'm not even gonna lie. Maybe in a snap map. Yeah, it's Snapchat, because everyone is locked up, so I'm just trying to see who the fuck is around me. Where the fine niggas at? Where the fine niggas? That's who I want. You know, some are good, some weren't, some were edited out, you know, new roster shit, you know, like, and it wasn't anything meaning at you. Now I'm trying to get to know you to do something. Fuck no, it was, I'm trying to see what's up, what's good. I have needs, you got needs, let's help each other. Like, it wasn't on some serious ass shit, you know. And if I liked it, probably I will text you back. If I don't like it, I'm not gonna text you back. You know, and then they became regulars, and I'll see you next week, same time, same place. You know, but oh, even after the itching vagina, let's not get into it. You know, because of the events season 1. Oh, I have so many stories of wild ass shit. But anyway, so I did that. Fucking, you know, I think it's a thing. Okay, I don't know if it's a thing, but sometimes when you're depressed, you just want to feel a little bit better, and fucking is the next best option. So whoever can, whatever, if you can get a few minutes of a little bit of fun, why not? And it wasn't bad, to be honest. I don't feel anything about it. I'm not happy about it. I'm not sad about it. Like, it was alright, you know. but still, it still couldn't be able to feel the hole that I was feeling. So it's a survivor. So what the fuck do I do, right? You know, I tried self-harming. I think in COVID time I used to wear mostly long sleeved. Yeah, let's say I've been through the hills and valleys, and you know, I would self-harm quite a lot. And on top of that, I also had marks because at the time I was going through abuse. Oh god. So yeah, and you get to really know it's abuse when your friends see the marks on your body and they ask you what happened, and you lie. When you lie about it, about what actually happened, that's when you really know that this is fucked up, right? But I think the reason I used to lie about it was because no one could help me. You know, it was just like more people knowing my business than helping. Because what the fuck are you gonna do? You know, I felt as if I'm stuck. I'm feeling helpless. There's nothing I can do in this situation. I couldn't talk to my friends about it. I really couldn't talk to anyone about it. So it was fucked up. And you see, and through all that commotion, there's all this self-harming and trying to myself, and you know, which also kind of question me. Like when I'm praying, when I'm talking to someone, I'm like, say, where the fuck am I here? Yeah? Because I've tried taking myself out of it a few times, and yeah, the fuck I am. I don't like this shit. After how many sleeping pills, I just sleep a whole day and I wake up. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I wish has been through some things, you know. So yeah, so the abuse and the self-harming and trying and being suicidal and fucking for some consolation and using drugs for consolation, nothing was really helping. So I decided to pick up a hobby that would, you know, because my thoughts, sometimes your intrusive thoughts can be quite loud, okay? When you see a knife, I'm just like, let me stop myself. Let me just stop myself. You know, I walk barabara and I'm like, let me pretend to fall so I get beat by the guy. And I was really going through some tough times, to be honest. 2020 was the worst fucking year. Just then, when I really back to that time. Wait, I was losing my mind. No, seriously, I was losing my medulla. Okay, so I decided to pick up a hobby that was gonna take my time, I'm gonna use most of my time learning and also doing. So I found crocheting. Actually, I've even worn this top today for you guys to see. Like, these are some of the tops. These are some of the tops that I make. There are some shower ones, like these ones. I think it's kind of cute. Tosema series. And then there are also, like, for the decent babes, there are also some decent ones. So you can go check them out on my store in Little Everything on Instagram. I'm currently working on a website, but up until my coding skills are decent is when the website is gonna come up. But yeah, you can pre-order yours. There are a few left stock because when I started the business, it used to take a lot of my time because also crocheting is it's not easy, especially if you're doing it by hands, you know. So I mean, quite a much movie when I crochet, and then I sell some, and I sold quite a few. It became my first business, my first entrepreneurial business, and I also get a few chums over there. And then my friends would also help me sell the tops to their friends at school and stuff. So that was helping a bit, and it would take a lot of my time, and it took a lot of my time, and it was okay. So I wasn't left alone with my thoughts, which was pretty cool. But then I decided, let me start a YouTube channel. But then the problem with the YouTube channel is being in front of the camera. So you may notice, but I'm not quite comfortable being in front of the camera. But right now I'm just like, oh shit. You see, I'm not very confident and okay with being in front of the camera. So that YouTube channel thing capsized quite before, like ago. I'm not trying to carry so yeah, then I decided to, at the time I used to listen to podcasts, mostly American podcasts because that's what I listen to most of the time. And I'm like, oh shit, a podcast is such a good, brilliant freaking idea. Let me start a podcast. It doesn't need a camera. All I need to do is to buy a mic. I already have my phone. Like, everything is something quick and easy. And at the time, the original idea, actually, you can have just literally hellhound, that was pretty hellbound or something. I wanted to talk about what I was going through, to see if there are other people who are going through what I was going through, and try and see that. But then I tried recording the first episode and I cried. Nearly the entire episode. Oh my god, I couldn't go through it, right? And I told myself, this is not what I want. This is something that I'm creating for myself. Any yangu, hakuna venye my life is gonna be fucking shitty, shite, stinking shit, and then I'm creating something to dwell on the same shit. I want this to be fun. I want something that I'm looking forward to, something that I'm laughing. I talk about things that I like music, I like movies, I like fucking let's talk about all that shit. So yeah, and that is how it really came about, because I got the mic, and then my cousin and I, big shout out to David, we used to work together. So kila time tukipatana job tuna make episodes, we make like even 2 episodes, kama story mingi 3 episodes a day. And even when you listen back to season 1, those episodes used to be wild. Is wild in caps lock with 3 exclamation marks. Like, this episode was wild as fuck, but it held us together. It held me together, and even for David too, because you'd find tukifika job ako kanila to record podcast and Mexico kanila to record podcast, because even him, it was COVID time. People are fucking, your life is in shambles. Technically, everything is on lockdown and you're not okay. We weren't okay. I fucking wasn't okay. But the podcast became something I looked forward to. Oh my god. There's not a good episode. And then now editing the episode to remove the bloopers and stuff used to be fun, and it used to take a lot of my time. And okay, as an edit, I'm just still laughing, and the same jokes that I fucking said or someone else said, they're still funny to me. So I'm laughing. So it was a good thing, and it was really good. This episode's a wild shout out to David, man. So yeah, we used to do the episodes, and even him, he's just seemed to be like, this episode, nini. And I used to post it on my WhatsApp and my Instagram even too, for jokes. Me, I'm doing this for myself because I love talking about whatever the fuck I love talking about, and whatever. So I started saying 10 listens, 20 listens, 30 listens, 40 listens. I say 40 people are listening to me. That's crazy. So it's like, damn, okay, gosh, okay. Then it got to a point where now we're going back to school, because now the lockdown was over. We're going back to school. David had left work where we used to work at, so it became, I'm at a bypass, so kuna imbalance, because now I don't know what to do. That fucked me up, and it's like, okay, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. But I didn't figure it out till 8 months, and let me tell you, I think even the first episode of season 2, I talked about how shitty those 8 months fucking was. When I was not recording, everything just started going downhill, because I'm not okay. I have so many thoughts in my head. There's nothing I'm looking forward to. I have pressure here, I have pressure there, I have pressure there, I have pressure there. Everything was becoming overwhelming, and I decided, what, fuck it. The podcast used to help me so much with my mental health. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, right? Now I don't have a co-host. I can't even do an episode alone. Even now, I really can't do an episode alone. I'm gonna figure it out. So the first episode was just audio only. Actually, the first episode of season 2, no, actually season 2 was all audio. But the first episode, I did it alone. I was just talking about the shit that I was going through, and maybe I think it was called I'm Back Solo or something. Yeah, I think it was episode 31, I think. And yeah, I'm like, you know what, I'll fucking figure it out. And I told my friends, I'm not doing okay, I need to go back to recording, and then you guys to help me because I don't have a co-host. But yeah, fuck, leta tu mic, mzee tukimedi, tukipika story, nini nini, tutakuwa tu tukirecord nini nini. So sometimes you could hear even the stories. Unajua kama za season 1 with David, as if I'm mwelekeo, we just used to talk about anything, everything used to go. Everything that I find like talking about, that's exactly what we're going to talk about. So akuko na mpangilio, but they used to be so funny, so fucking funny. Oh, I miss those days. Season 2, now sasa, you know me, I'm out with my friends and it would just help me. So of course kulikuwa najua kuna parts zenye hamtashika because these are my friends, we are talking about people we know and you guys don't know, and we are not talking as if tuna story tell. Emotion tunaambiana, you know. And I did that, I think the first 5 episodes up until my cousin connected me with his friend, which came Kanye, and we did the first episode and everything clicked. I'm like, I want you to be my co-host. And then he was down for it because he also thought of doing a podcast. Season 2, wild, big shout out to Kanye, like funny fucking episodes. Oh my god, those are days to live for. Yeah, and between season 2, and that was amazing. I don't think between season 2 and season 3 there was a big gap. Maybe it was like about 6 months. I'm really not sure. I wanted to keep it smaller because you know, siko nataka ififie, and this is what is holding my mental health together. My oblongata needs to be you know, so that is why I have this very attachment to the podcast. And in as much as people say we fear failure, there's also the aspect of you fear success, that yes, I want this to blow up, but do I? You know, because this is very intimate to me. To be honest, the podcast is a very intimate space for me. It's a space where I get to calm down. Like, you know, I'm not thinking about all the shit that's going on with my life, to be honest. Like, the podcast is a space where I'm not thinking about, oh, who did what, or do whatever the fuck is waiting for me after I'm done with this. I'm gonna deal with it then. But she doesn't want to channel from Lango. And I come, it's just good vibes, and let me talk, let me laugh, let me have a good time, and then we'll get back to reality later. So this was my escape to reality, and that is why I have such a big attachment to it. And in as much as nilikuwa nataka blow up, yes, nataka wasi 1,000 wanisikize, but do I, you know? So that was frightening. It still is, but you know, and I'd like to give encouragement to someone who's doing something that they love. Keep working at it. Keep working at it. If you can work for something for 5 years with no results, then you're doing something wrong. Like, that's not something you love, you know? Because even me, despite, and remember, the podcast began as an escape from reality for me. So yes, nataka I blow up, also do I really? But yes, nataka I blow up, but hainipei the result I want. Sindio? Hainipei the result I want. But guess what? Every Wednesday you'll still find me. Hello, welcome to the podcast. Right? And hata kama hainipei the result that I want, the number that I want isn't giving, I will still fucking show up. And if you're doing something that you truly love, you will find the time, you will find the energy. The same way with a relationship with someone. If this someone doesn't give you that time, you're never too busy. You'll never, trust me, if someone really likes you, they're never too fucking busy to pick up the phone and say they're busy, to pick up the phone and talk to you for a little bit, to text you, to make a plan to say, oh, fuck no, don't, fuck no. So come up here where you're doing something that you love, you're gonna make time for it, you're gonna put your effort, you're gonna put your energy into it. The same way you're working at that business, continue working at it, you know. And if it's really meant for you, it's gonna come, you know. This to me is really intimate. This to me is my baby. The podcast is, I don't know what to say. The podcast has been amazing, you know. Season 3 with the Friends of the Pod. Big shout to the Friends of the Pod. Oh my god, you know. And I built a community of friends who really showed up for me, like these people would just come and I'd be like, oh my god guys, come on, let's do it, and let's fucking do it, big shout out to Dan, who's my camera guy, and he'd just come and record for me. Like, I want to say thank you to everyone who has participated in this journey of the podcast, to David, to Kanye, to other friends of the pod, which also includes you, Dan, and to you guys who are always tuning in and listening. Wale wasiwata walikosa episode wako already in my DM wako mseka niulacha podcast, what the fuck was going on, Yeah, I want to say thank you to you guys. You don't know how much you mean to me. You really fucking don't know. Like, yes, the podcast means a lot, but you guys showing me your support really shows me a lot. It really confirms that I am doing something and I was doing something, Okay, maybe I'm not a very, this is difficult because I'm not very, I feel weird when it comes to emotions, I think it's just because of trauma. It made me cut off my emotions and feelings and all that stuff, which makes me quite uncomfortable talking about. But I want to say thank you to you guys so much. And I just probably, I should turn into it, and I think it goes so uncomfortable. Najua mnashangaa mbona nashinda nikireminisce. It's because I have an announcement. This is a PSA. I hope you guys are not seeing my Andes, but the podcast is coming to an end. The podcast is coming to an end. Okay, let me clarify that because it's also tough for me too. I'm not saying that you're not gonna get content from me. No, you're still gonna get content from me because I'll do it also for my mental health. I'm saying nikiachana na podcast nitakuja matanga yangu na mkule pilao, you see, and I'll be gone. No, I'll still do content mostly for me and TBC. But I want to remove like the podcast format and the podcast part of it. The podcast is still gonna be up. I'm not gonna delete it from anything, especially on Spotify. I wanna be when I'm old and grey, the teeth is long, pussy dry. I will listen back to when I was 18, 19, 20, talking about all the niggas and bitches that I liked and I didn't like, and my mentality and seeing my growth over time, right? And remembering all the bad, crazy stories that I used to tell, right? But it's no longer gonna be a podcast. And I really hope that in the next phase of my journey, you guys are gonna see more of me, and you guys are gonna proceed with me to see what this journey looks like. I've even written on my Instagram bio that this is my 20-something diary. I wanna document my journey. Like, seriously, I wanna have my own documentary, and the podcast is part of that. I want to see my growth. I want to see, I didn't begin this shit from before. I've been on this shit since 2020, right? And it's slow and steady. It has ups and downs. Sometimes you wake up feeling like a piece of shit. Some days you wake up feeling like this shit, right? But whatever it is, keep working at it. And I really hope you guys are gonna be with me in the next phase of my journey. I have a skeleton idea of how I want it to look, of what I'm gonna do. It's not final yet. I don't know if it's final yet, but yeah, I'm gonna say thank you guys for being a part of it, for being a part of the podcast. and as we lay the podcast to rest, I really hope you guys had a great time. We had some wild times. If you're an OG, you know. If you're an OG and has been listening from season 1, it's my kisses to you. I want to say thank you guys, to everyone. Seriously, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I've already shared to you guys how much this podcast means to me. I don't think I've even said it out loud. Well, maybe out loud to myself. Out loud to tell people about the genesis of the podcast, and I'm really glad that I shared it with you guys. And yeah, I hope nothing special. I hope nothing special. Yeah, and but what the fuck are my closing remarks? Oh, I did an episode where I did best of season 3 guest edition and best of season 3 friends of the pod edition. I really hope you like those. Well, I would do the other ones, but they're only the outro, so if I find time to edit, I will. But despite everything, the content is still gonna be up for the people who haven't binge listened to all my previous episodes. This is some wild ass, crazy ass shit, but it used to be fun and it helped me. Naniona, I am well alive, looking beautiful and sexy. Let's take a minute. Wait, take my son, can you guys see me? Oh shit, that's the back of the top. So yeah, wait, what was I talking about? Yeah, so I'm alive, hot, sexy, just getting thicker every day. Side note, hey, my mind's getting thicker. I'm loving it here. Anyway, yeah, I really hope you guys are gonna be a part of my next journey, and I'm so excited to do it with you guys. Adios.
Yeah, Lobo, Kyle, and Lobo. Hey Julie, how'd you get that wet? Something from my neck. Hey Julie, how'd you get that drip? Something from my wrist. Hey Julie, oh hey Julie, yeah. Hey Julie, heard you got that drip. Yes, something from my wrist. Paparazzi sound like flick. Nikon, I'm an icon like Will Smith kid. Yeah, me and Yachty, that's a layup. My whole life I still awake. Well, I tell Spanish on me, venti aquí. Well, yeah, go to my mouth, I'm talk cheap. No, yeah, these bitches used to make fun of my teeth. Now they classy AC, bust the house 100 degrees. Yo, that's fucked up, but oh well, she's an ass. Told her no sweat, she can chill in my castle. This shit was so fire, Yachty had to run it back. About to ride a chain off in my tractor. Hey Julie, how'd you get that wet? Something from my neck. Hey Julie, how'd you get that drip? Something from my wrist.